Orange here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Titan Quest Season 4. We are here on episode number 8 of this series. Do appreciate excuse me, do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So on the agenda for today, since we have gotten through normal level Egypt, we will be, of course, starting the fun times of the Orient campaign. Excuse me. Part of me is just wanting to really yawn, but I gotta do this. So, yeah, me doing that. So, yeah, we'll be going through the... we'll start off, of course, in the Gardens of Babylon and get our stuff done through there. So, excuse me. Then we'll see how far along we get on the Silk Road and all that. And hopefully we'll be able to make some fairly decent progress in that regard. Now, I did re-pull up the vault as part of processing loot in processing loot and all that. So, last episode, we were talking about excuse me. Last episode, we were talking about doing the forge function with the vault, since we can essentially use it as a very fancified, up to a very fancified version of the side quest there from Ragnarok, the blacksmith things. So I had forgotten that I had done this, and so this is all I got stuff modified right here. So this will be where we'll be putting in our, this vault will be where we'll be putting in our, make things happen. So that will be our stuff for not this coming Sunday, but a week from this coming Sunday. And hopefully we can make it to where, come on game, do your thing. To where we can have get some really, excuse me, some really nice stuff for our characters to be able to use. Oh, whoa! Sexy loot off the bat! Sexy loot off the bat! Hello! Oh, Agent of the Order! Ooh! Yes! Yes! That is... Excuse me. Look at that. I was not expecting that. May just have to do, as part of stuff, create I know that we're having, for example, magical equipment, two sets, two different but very similar, excuse me, um, things of equipment, but of course there's going to be slight differences between them and all that. And, but we might just have to create, one for, I could see going up to, at least at present time, 3 different things. One for general magical goods, one for physical equipment, and then one for rings. Excuse me. As much as I've been tired the last couple days, go away. Thank you. Also been wanted to make sure we had a stream today because I wanted to make sure to get as much time as possible doing stuff. Now, I did take a look-see at the forging stuff. And so it, one of the requirements of making items is that they have to have at least one thing with either a suffix that is, let's see, for example, this right here, this ring, insulated ring of strength. So I'm presuming the insulated part, the lightning resistance, that's the prefix, and then of strength is the suffix. So that is my inference. So about the only way we can do that, to get that sort of thing, because I mentioned that I want to get equipment for Sun Tzu here. That includes, and I did deliberately so we wouldn't get on a tangent, didn't worry about pulling over the experience rings, the ones that, they take away, like half your XP or whatever, and, they nerf your XP, in order to gain the XP, they nerf your health and health regen. So what I'm thinking is keeping an eye out. Of course, from my understanding, we could also essentially, Google search the vault too, using the stuff there. We could search, for stuff, and that would be something worth exploring with the vault itself on when we do it in Loot Grind a week from this coming Sunday. Is try that search function, because it can access the database. There's an archive file that in the data files for the game that the vault can access, and basically it says at least can complete sets. So, now I'm curious about that. Wanting to find out more about that. At least, let me go read that. Look at these mantids and that quill down there. Oh, hello. Got the carapace. There we go. Let me quickly, I'll just pull it up here on my laptop. I'll also make sure to give you guys a link. So, let's see. There we go. Here is, of course, as usual, the link. See, yeah, it's still on version 4.4. Create an artifact from its recipe. Powerful search. Extract relic charm from items at no cost, keeping both. Modify relic artifact completion bonus. Relic charm complete relic. Yeah, it's a. Yeah, duplicate any item. Craft custom items. Create missing set pieces. Change item speed. Let's see. Character management. Backed up. Let's see. And that's something I'm going to have to go look for in that. So, okay, it's, yeah, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of looking there. Part of me is, of course, wanting to go find out. Let's see here. Just a sec. Once again, my curiosity is gotten the better of me. Data draw. Vault. There we go. Okay. I'm going to leave this up. So. Maps. Magically bypass. This character open last vault. Doesn't look like um, I can search. Okay. Ah, okay. Um, okay, it looks like yes. Okay, filter, let's see, search. Okay. Search. Okay, so looks like I can only. So I just queried. As you can see, doesn't look like I have that. So let's see. Search. Yeah, it looks like this is gonna have to be the sort of thing that um, um, that we're gonna have to. I'm just gonna have. Oh, that would be another thing to check. Would be the double check my storage characters OG from OGTQ plus blub blub. Um, check their stuff. This is definitely going to have to be a thing where we just may have to do a decent chunk of grinding, like here in normal, and do a fair amount of stuff in the just try to do what we can to get more sacrificial stuff. So I do have to go read the documentation, or at least read more of the documentation. So figuring that if I do that, I might be able to see, if we can't create, you know, or pull out. You have a specialty stave, methinks, maybe? That was probably just whatever his thing was. Because as I remember, I only had like a couple. It's like maybe 4 or 5. It's roughly the amount we have, minus 1 or 2. It's more or less what we had, and it's at least 1 or 2. Basically, the reason I'm trying to do it like this would be to create a you know, some equipment that would permit me to, you know, be very OP, and this would be, you know, more, you know, I'd have some stuff that I'd do for, you know, general stuff like this, you know, general monsters, and all that. What I may have, oh, that's right, we can also add stuff to these guys to make them real sexy. Thought we could do that. So maybe, you know, I have to go through the process of tweaking the equipment. You know, and I just might have to create even more vaults for that. You know, create, you know, sort of a, you know, go and create a super, you know, a somewhat modified vault system. And, you know, and then create a super modified system. Basically, where I can say, okay, I have done so much tweaking of this equipment, whatever that equipment is, it needs its own thing. This stuff over here is only going to have been partially modified. That way I know, okay, we only have so much modification here, so much modification there, blah, blah, blah. that would be another reason why I want to have a, you know, a somewhat modified and a highly modified, is that, you know, I could be able to, for example, you know, take the partially modified stuff and really use it to help in part create very heavily modified stuff. I could, you know, create, like, say, specialty, you know, that might be a good thing to do, is create some stuff, you know, to help create, you know, certain arcs, you know, like have electrical material on certain objects, and be able to, you know, then combine, you know, with, you know, fire, water, etc. And that, you know, those few, you know, powerful in their own right, you know, little minor things that are powerful in their own right, you know, poison resistance and all that. That way I can go and create some stuff. And have buffs, you know, like a buff series. You know, the things, you know, we could add, you know, like resistances. Ciliary numbness. Something worth doing is, as part of this, you know, create things that, you know, speed is always one of my things that I've always wanted. So have, you know, like, you know, just have some ring, you know, have, you know, permit additional stepping up of, you know, like a 5%. And then, you know, get a, for a speed thing, you know, get movement speed, you know, a 5%, 10% up to, I think we could go like 20%, and then be able to, you know, work all that stuff together, sort of thing. Take a look, see at my, let's see, where is it? My attack speed is 135%. wasn't doing too well. It's because I was on the wrong weapon set. One of those moments of duh. You know, I have a movement speed series, have an attack speed series. See what that signet ring is. Come on. So, there we go. There's a signet ring. Hold on to that. Oh, excuse me, but it felt good. One thing we'll have to consider as we design equipment too is, you know, what do we want to have as drawbacks?
You can't hold anymore.
Creative positioning we can. All right. Let's go ahead here to the, what's it?
What is it?
Oh. Really brought us down financially. Too bad.
Bye!
Quickly head over here back to Egypt, Thebes. So as we can make a deposit.
Storage? Caravan storage?
Momentarily just host these two guys right there. That way we can have to sell these guys right here, so
Your goods are safe with us.
My weapons and armor are simply the best. Look for yourself. You will find no better.
love it if I didn't have to spend so much money on some of this stuff. But then again, if you want quality loot, you have to cough up for that.
Goodbye.
Just quickly check what rings
Mage
you got.
armor, staffs, potions. By your leave, don't dawdle. Bye.
Quickly head back here to the main portal here in Babylon. Sell the stuff. Hopefully we can make slightly better money now. So
Yes? Best of luck. Hello?
quickly check. Of course, as with anything,
Come again.
merchants will occasionally swap out their inventories and all that. I know it's, my experience, it's never, how much you sell with a particular merchant. It's some sort of time frame. It's like every however many minutes I think it is. Some X amount of time in game that when you're actively playing is that okay, X amount of time has passed. I think it's probably about 10 minutes or so ish. And the merchants will of course swap out their inventories. And it's a global setting, you know, it's every single merchant, no matter whether they're a blacksmith, an arcanist, or a mixed merchant, they will swap out their inventory. something else. That's why I often see, of course, the merchants have not only, different sorts of weapons and armor and stuff. They have different, quantities per visit, whatever type you visit. That's why when you guys have seen me go hunting for stuff, I will literally, go visit, say, merchants within a particular campaign. Say, okay, merchants within the Orient. I am looking for particular, what's it spelled? Thingy. I really do need to get not merely new main rig stuff, but also new laptop. That is part of the reason why, like I said, I could have done it after this past week's paycheck, but I was like, let's err on the side of caution. That way I can have a little bit more money next pay period from the current pay period and all that. I know I don't have to get a laptop right away as much as I need one. Sprite on you, son. Alright. Oh. I need common loot like that. Want the good stuff. Want gold at minimum. That's why I go to that trouble to get all the gold equipment. That's why, of course, I like to get my paws on even better stuff, because better stuff fetches a higher price. Higher price for selling, more money. Mrs. Shade and Shadowstalker. Blah. Silly Shade. Oh, hello there. Silly creeping slime. Thinking you could get away, huh? Alright. So, I'm going to clear out this sort of foyer to facing off against the Chimera. Come on. So as that I do not completely, of course, done goof. quickly head back to Helos. Come on. There we go. Greece, Helos. We'll quickly head here to Helos. Decant ourselves of the curses. Get rid of those satyrs because, of course, it's just a little bit of extra stuff. A little bit extra electrum. And then once we defeat the Chimera, we will, of course, come back and recurse ourselves. Because, of course, I don't want to be stuck in a perpetual death loop trying to get the Chimera defeated because he overpowers us, because the curses, of course, negate and increase the ill aspect of resistance buffs and all that. They essentially increase that, decrease that protection and all that. That was fairly easy, even though it was giving us a challenge. Kronos, here is of course Phaon right here.
I have failed. All my life I trained so that I might one day kill a monster like this Telkine. But when the time came, I was not strong enough to defeat him. I fell on the first blow, powerless to move. Now, because of my failure, he is the sickle of Kronos. Can what you say be true? You managed to beat the Telkines in Crete and in Egypt. Thank you, warrior. At least in some way, my family and village have been avenged. At last they can rest in peace. I see now I misjudged you and your abilities when we first met. Now that the Telkine wields the sickle, his power matches that of the gods. There is no telling what terrible purpose he has planned. Hurry! He used the sickle to slash an exit through the wall. Don't worry about me. Follow him. Go! With the sickle, the Telkine possesses insurmountable power. He must be stopped.
Okay. Let's go.
My livestock! My farm! Somebody, get the monsters out before I lose everything! The monsters are destroying everything! The monsters are destroying everything!
I did see this thing you speak of. A horde of monsters and their leader held a terrible weapon. They came this way, slashing and burning everything in their path. Anyone who didn't flee was cut down. The weapon it held high was like a sickle. But such a thing no man has ever reaped his harvest with. Surely it was made to harvest the lives of men. In the ancient legends, in the tales the priests tell, never have I heard of something as horrible as what I saw. He swung the sickle and clove a tree in half. Just as I said, he went that way, towards Parthia, where the Silk Road... Just as I said, he went that way.
In ancient times, the goddess Ninsun bore a son to King Lugalbanda, and he was called Gilgamesh. 2 parts god and 1 part mortal, he came of age and became king, the mightiest of men ever to live. Now Anu, the sky god, created a man named Enkidu, wild and untamed, and sent him to Babylon. There Enkidu and Gilgamesh fought. Now no other man was stronger than Enkidu. Even he could not defeat Gilgamesh. So he bowed to the king, and they became best of friends. Now the great are called to do great deeds, and before long, Gilgamesh longed to vanquish the terrible guardian of the cedar forest, called Humbaba. So he and Enkidu set out, praying first to the sun god Shamash. And it is good they did, for without his help it might have gone badly. But the 2 warriors, helped by the sun god, traveled far to the cedar forest, and heroes that they were, slayed the demon monster there. It was Gilgamesh, rightful king, who cut off the monster's head. From the cedar wood they built a giant raft, and with it floated home again, victorious. After Enkidu died, Gilgamesh sought long the secret of immortality. But in the end, even he, mightiest of mortals, in truth part god, was forced to realize death is a part of life. After Enkidu died, Gilgamesh sought.
Okay, let's see here.
A wise man would prepare himself well for the road ahead. Lucky for you, I have goods to sell to the wise.
I didn't want to. Felt a tree sneeze coming on. Didn't want to blow headphones users' ears out. Oops. That's nice.
Safe travels.
Whoa! We have raiders! Let's get out that hype train! Welcome, raiders! It's a lowly Wisp! Hello, Wisp and friendos! For those of you coming in on that Wisp raid, I am Osage Orange. I am a variety streamer. We are currently doing some fun times in Let's Play Titan Quest Season 4. We are currently in the 3rd act of the original game, which is the Orient. We have just gotten through the Gardens of Babylon, and we are now going to be starting the Silk Road going to China to track down the Telkeen of the Orient. Telkeen in this game is a lesser titan before he goes and frees Typhon, the titan of Titan Quest and all that. Hello there, Insanity King and Snaspy? I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm very sorry. Silk Song, huh? You know, I've seen Misaki play, amongst other people, of course, play, excuse me. Trying to sudden stuff down the wrong speaking stomata is no good. Ah, well, that's a good thing. So yeah, we're yeah. Whoa. Excuse me. But again. Yeah. Here I am. I'm literally choking on my own breath. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? No, a thing of five about how silk is made. Yeah, yeah. Ugh. But yeah, one of the games I've played, there, here on Twitch, Insanity King is it's a game called Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Basically, it's a city building game set in ancient China. And basically, one of the things you can do is you can harvest silkworms. Excuse me. And you can make silk, which you can then sell for much money, making your city rich. And of course, I'm like, yeah, I know. So yeah, it's we just defeated just before you guys came in. We defeated the Chimera, not to be confused with Micromera. I'm certain it's some evil sibling of hers, and some evil virtual sibling of hers. So, anywho, we're gonna go out here, come out and save a farmer's farm. Come over here. Oh, they killed the sheep. Stupid Scythians, you had to go kill the sheep. Loot. Why did you all have to go kill that sheep? Something like that. Something like that. Honestly, I would love some super OP equipment right now. And Monkey King's Trickery. And there we go. The farm is saved. Let's go get our reward. Hello over there, dude.
You killed them! Stranger, you saved my farm! Oh, thank you! Most of it is ruined, yes, but not all. I can rebuild if those monsters stay away. Thank you, warrior.
Alright, let's go quickly decant
The
ourselves a
mighty
loot.
still do not go out barehanded. Safe travels.
Of course, our current setup right now with the two green weapons we got is often far better than these guys right now. And look at that, they just rinse them. I love doing that. There we go. Of course, they didn't drop anything super sweet. Hey there, Burbles. How you doing? Hope you're doing well in Burbleslandia. Oh, hello. One is the loneliest number. Go take care of yourself, Insanity King. Nah, I know that feeling, Burbles. Number of ways IRL sucks. Alright. How much electrum do I got now? 6K. That's alright. Lurkers are love, lurkers are life. I've been streaming for almost 8 years, and lurkers are welcome. They are very welcome. Honestly, they are streamers' lifeblood. Yeah, it's still kind of... that scuff is a thing. See, normally I try to go myself. I try to stream before work, but it's a case of with the way things have been for me with my job. I work overnights. I have found that it is just easier for me to stream after work than before. Level up, level up, level up. Let's see. Okay, let us see. Do a point to health, and let's do strength. I know that streaming after work cuts into my sleep time, which is why part of the reason why I only do. Come on, there we go. Part of the reason why I only do 2 streams during the week. Monday through Friday. I'm fortunate in the fact that I have a very set schedule at work, working Monday evening through Saturday morning. So in that regard, I'm very good set. So that's why I'm able to usually on Saturdays do a stream on Saturday, and then occasionally, I might do a Sunday stream, depending on how things are going. Venom sack right there. Come on. I was about to say, come on, spider. Die. Yeah. Come on. I did not mean to pick up junk loot, or essentially junk loot. Okay, got some more loot there. Loot is love, loot is life. More spooters. Come on. There we go. On you guys. I love it. When an enemy, when I manage to attack an enemy and I've hit it with just the right effects on a weapon, and that, you know, I might move away a little bit and it tries to pursue me, and then boom. No Minecraft creepers here, there, Burbles. The only hiss we get is from baddies, is when they are trying to do their thing, like these arachnoses. But they are quickly finding themselves smacked to smithereens. Nothing but a piece of junk. Come here, shaman. Come on over, Sabretooth, or Saberline. I was about to say Sabertooth Tiger, but then I was like, wait a minute, that is not the politically correct term for the game. If that game is, of course, your fancy there, Burbles. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Now, for me, of course, Titan Quest is one of my ARPGs. Also been, of course, done Valkyria Chronicles 4, and now that we're finally to the point to where I can get... Oh, hello. Where is that? Where are you? There. Lurking spider, voracious venom. Mr. Trapper, you thought you had the strategic advantage. You did not. I started, you know, seeing that trapper that... Ooh, hello, what you got? Talisman of Acuity. Where is it? There it is. 25 intel. Well, that's got me thinking back to Dune Part 1, where very early in the film, of course, Reverend Mother Mohayam tests Paul for his humanity, and you know, she says, oh yeah, there's also Titan Quest 2 is in early access, so EQ2 is in early access. That's part of the reason why I want to get back my new motherboard, since I screwed it up last February. My current one, that is. And that's why I have said, yeah, that's what I recall too, Burbles. It's not since we did our little joint stream thingy. And, yeah, it's like I said, it's, you know, you can't go wrong. You know, of course, you know, no game is going to be absolutely perfect. And that is, of course, part of the fun with some of the stuff that THQ... Ooh, hello. Ooh, Domain of the Dragon Kings. Has done is... with the new masteries, of course, you know, originally just had, you know, spirit, hunting, nature, rogue, defense, warfare, Earth, Storm in the original game, added Dream in Immortal Throne, Rune, which of course this character has. So let me pull up my skills. Rune Mastery for Ragnarok, and then of course in Eternal Emperors they added Nidine Mastery. So, you know, this is... I played Warfare before, and I was like, I hadn't done any of the 4 additional masteries, you know, Dream, Rune, Dream, Rune, Dream, Rune, Niden. There we go. So, yeah, it's really neat to see while we're here. Was Sacred Rage. Yeah, that's why I'm to get my stuff done with the new motherboard and all that. That's why I technically, in theory, I have sufficient money right now, but I want to make sure I get a little, since I get paid next week. I want to make sure I have that little bit extra money to help make sure that I might be able to get that slightly better deal and have a little bit more of a cushion.
18 came this way holding a giant sickle, and following it, strange beasts like a swarm of insects. They came like rolling death and then moved on. I wonder what terrible purpose they moved east for. Yes, this way is the Silk Road, which traders travel to reach the eastern lands. I don't trust my eyes. Did they come as an army, or did they crawl out of the shadows of the woods, drawn by some mysterious force?
Follow it? That thing with the great blade? Sounds like a fool's errand, but if you are set on it, it's no harder than following the Silk Road. Of course, the path is treacherous, especially this time of year. Know anything about the monsters in these parts? You should. They're larger and fiercer for one. Strange creatures like the raptors. Then there are the Neanderthal tribes, and of course, the Yeti. Many narrow passes covered in snow on the road ahead. The going can be...
Now that reminds me, of course, when I went to Colorado next May. Oh, whoa, hello. We have baddies, specialty baddies, and we have a hero. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't y'all try that on me, dudes. Whoa. Ah, Yeti! Huang Fei the Unclean. Oh, Mr. Unclean, let us send you back to whatever. Ooh. Send you back to whatever stuff you got there. That's interesting. Have fun, Bubbles. Yeah. Slightly less on the attack speed, but it has, of course, slightly less on the damage. Excuse me. Overall damage, but has greater physical damage and more offensive ability. I'll go ahead and use that. Also going to hold on to these guys here too. The boots there. Let's see. I think I'll go ahead and take this guy, this heavy mace here, and replace him. Just decided, what am I going to do? Shut up, dude. You jerky McJerkface. Okay. Come on. I was like, come on, give me that saber claw. Gladly take all the loot I can get my twigs on. Yeah, the one guy said that, you know, the fountain passes, and of course and all that. It's got me thinking about the Yeti fur. Got me thinking about going over Kenosha Pass, going from Durango to Denver last year. It's actually... Oh, whoa! Hello! Corpulent Gins! Hello! Ooh. Ember Flask. Ooh. Wouldn't be too bad for, I think I'll hold on to that. Wouldn't take much to have to worry about that sort of stuff, so... Bit of loot reorganization. Alright. That bit is done. Yeah, going over Kenosha Pass, so it's like, I know I've told the story before, but it's, you know, like any story, it's worth retelling. Having coming in from on US 285, going from, you know, essentially, you know, the last hour and a half-ish, I forget the name of the town, that was to the west, but I'd seen some of the weather systems, you know, bearing snow and all, and I was like, yeah, I can get to Denver on half a tank of gas, but having gone through some drama in snow before, you know, getting stuck or almost slipping and sliding a number of times, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm not too sanguine about getting stuck on the side of a mountain with only half a tank of gas. It was like about 55%, I think it was, from what I remember. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go on half a tank of gas, so let's, fortunately I was coming up to whatever the town was, and got gassed up and made it. Only used like about a quarter tank to get to Denver. Oh, that's right, we were talking about that one trapper earlier. reminded me of Reverend Mother Mohiam testing Paul, and she said, as part of the test with the Gom Jabbar, she said, an animal will gnaw off its own limb to escape a trap. What will you do? She's, of course, addressing Paul in this case, so... Come here. Oh, I thought... Oh, well. I don't know why I thought that was a 2x3 and not a 2x2. I felt like a dum-dum there for a second. Yeah. Come here, shaman. So you're to fight me, and you paid the price. Woods. More Yeti fur, come on. Thank you. That's something I'm wanting to do with the, when we get into, the next episode, as I've said, of doing, the loot grind. I wanted to do more of a, having, the intermediate stuff of stuff. Hello there, Majabo. Yep. There we go. Will be Thursday when I go into work tonight, so, for me, so... Now, yes, I do have to worry about working Saturday morning, but to go to sleep, and then Saturday evening, don't have to worry about work. Ta-da. Rebirth Fountain. Pangs! Pangs! I'm doing a quick dent on these guys. That's always one benefit of using some combination of equipment like we do here. Having it essentially, having a relic or charm on something and being able to use it to do your stuff. More Yeti fur, and he even coughed up some Yeti fur. Coming up there, Mr. Yeti. On you. So she is with me. Suffice to say, irked about some of the stuff. Irked that I've been causing havoc with your brethren. And Pangs! Come forth, Pangs, and meet your match. I love it when that sort of thing happens. Come on. Out of that sucker, except some gold. Well, gold's better than nothing. Gold's better than nothing. Umdo region. Of course, approaching the Shoshan village. Ooh, protective talisman of finesse. Ooh. Stop poking me, dude. There it is. It's showing up there on my map HUD. There it is. There it is. There it is. And of course, quickly explore. Come on, Shaman. There we go. Is that so hard, Mr. Shaman? Jerky McJerkface. You poke me, I poke you. How about that? Sure that I haven't missed anybody here. Oh, bone ball. Let's get some loot. All right. Oh. Thought I saw you. Saw that first guy there, and I thought, well, did I see him have a buddy? Of course, he did have a buddy. Quickly poke around here through town. Mr. Mystic. And now, let's go here to the Enchanter.
Relics change the very nature of what they bind to. Farewell.
It's actually up a point. I will gladly take that increase of a point. Alright, so let's see here. We need to go say hi to the merchant.
I see people travel east, I see them go west. Never have I seen so many monsters. But what can I do for you?
Hold on to that crown, too. Because it's got a nice chunk of energy regen there. I'll hold on to that staff with some of the stuff that I want to do with forging stuff. Trying to hold on to. Oh! Hold on to those too. I just gave myself an idea. can do is I've got the vault of collected colors, stuff like this, like these helm, the wraps, the leggings of the hunt, this crown, the staff of demonology there. What I can do is, that's kind of nice. Blade of feasting. Not bad. Let's see, what do you have in stuff? But rename that guy as the
Thank you.
raw materials.
Oh, another hero.
So that stuff like this, we can use for stuff. So I'll literally use it as raw, the raw materials sort of thing.
Fear not, your goods are safe. Good day. Fortune follow you.
Let's see. Okay. Go to Joe. Oh wait, I just remembered the one guy that we gotta go talk to, his son. Yeah, Dum Dum. Yeah. So it was, part of me was just so eager to get going, and I was like, I forgot, even though I saw him, and I was like, I need to go ask this guy about his son. Did I remember? No. No. Yeah. No, that's not worth keeping.
Yes? Fortune follow you. Have you seen a Yeti?
Oh, that's right.
I went once to the Chumbi Valley, into the ice caverns. I saw a Yeti there, larger than any other. Maybe this is what the old tales mean when they talk of a giant beneath a mountain in the east. It was enormous. I ran home after that.
In past times, we would rarely see a Neanderthal. Suddenly, the tribes near us have grown bold and powerful. For 2 days now, they have attacked us incessantly. If only my son were here. I have not seen him, and these are dangerous times. My son left some days ago. I have not seen him. Now, with the Neanderthal attacks, I fear my son left some days ago. I have not seen him. Now, with the Neanderthal...
Hello! We're just preparing for the ascent into Natural Pass. Thought we'd be in the east by now, but travel has been rough. Most people live their entire lives in the same village. No new faces, no new anything. The lands I travel to, the things I've seen and heard, it's all worth it. Trading goods, one end of the world to the other. Spices, silk and jade that way. Cedar, gold and lapis lazuli this way. Good money, when it's not too dangerous.
Yeah, that's times where being the life of a trader can indeed be rewarding, especially if you like the challenges and are willing to put up with the dangers. Oh, here in a few moments, we're going to go take a break. I, for one, need to stretch my tree roots. So, of course, yes, getting in a little bit of additional stretch will always be good, so... the loot. Excuse me, those guys left their buddy behind. How rude! They didn't invite him to the party. Rude. Okay, we'll get to the next rebirth fountain and clear the area up to the next rebirth fountain and then we'll go take our break. Yeti purr. This cave right here. I know I'd seen it on the HUD, but I couldn't remember if it was a cave or what. I was having a momentary moment, you know? Sort of thing. Praise me all you want. You are not going to stop the inevitable of me smashing you to bits. We'll get those little bits I didn't get on the way back up. Ooh, majestic chest. Some loot out of that, that's for sure. Didn't miss anybody there. On you, Mr. Saberlion. Alright, so, as said, we are going to go ahead here and take a break. So, yeah, guys, go ahead and everybody stand up, stretch, go get something to eat, go get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys. Tree is back. Sorry it took me an extra moment there. Tree Dad gave me a ring and he said, I know you're probably getting ready to do bed stuff here pretty darn soon. But it's something for a project he, excuse me, is looking to do. And all that. So, I was like, yeah, it's like, what do you need? Make it quick. So, anywho, let's do a save, anti-dum-dum, and resume game. So yeah, we'll, as I said, getting these, holding on to these, I don't remember what the impetus for starting to collect the raw, I think it was just, you know, to, in part to, you know, because of more unique stuff that might be better than a super suit, you know, like, you know, a blue or purple thing. You know, sometimes that's can be that sort of stuff, you know, a random set of stuff can create a slightly better thing. You know, it's a little bit more of what I would want. And that's why I think, that's what was, I think was my impetus for that. Oh, that's right, that's right. Come on.
Well, I thought I was done for. Thank you, friend. When I reach the village, I just might hire some escorts for the rest of the journey.
Yeah, that impetus, you know, like I said, I never really thought much about the forging stuff. But as I have, you know, poked around at stuff and made me, you know, think about it more, because I knew superficially that I could perform such, but was not too interested in it. But now, you know, essentially can create my own super OP equipment of my own selection. That would have to be a thing, is that anything that I chose to you know, really create as a super thing, super equipment, you know, enhance it and all that with the forging, and of course changing the materials on it, you know, whatever stuff I choose to edit with on the vault, to make sure I create at least a backup, a sort of a pristine backup of it, if that makes sense. Oh, bone axe. That would be a thing. I just gave myself a smart idea. We might do a little bit of stuff related before we end stream. We might do that. give myself the idea of, you know, with the context of doing, you know, just collecting up stuff. We'll still keep the rings and amulets collected up that way. You know, they'll still be on their own separated storage, the way we've got them now. But the collected colors will be their own thing, and it'll be called. We'll create a new thing, a new vault. We'll retitle the current, what is currently called collected colors, as primary collected colors, or unedited collected colors, I should say. What time is it? Just trying to bear in mind what time it is, so that make sure I get us to a decent stopping point. I think what we can do, if I do this right, we might, hopefully, might be able to get ourselves to the next portal past the ice caverns that are ahead. And that would be a good stopping point. Be a good stopping point. So hopefully we won't have to worry too much about the cave of the ancestors in this temple complex that's up ahead. That shouldn't take too long. And then getting through the Neanderthal heroes that are also ahead. And then through the ice caves themselves. Might just do the either do the editing of stuff, you know, the editing of the colors. Off cam and all that.
The spirits of you see, stranger, our ancestors.
Just make sure we push ourselves along, so.
Oh, very good. Come, stranger. We have some good things for you today.
Actually, we'll hold on to that for the reduction requirement. That guy for his more unusual nature sort of stuff. Potions, anything of oh. That's a little bit more valuable. I think we'll do that.
Fortune follow you.
Oh, hello. Let's see if we can't draw some of these guys off. Oh, just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, hopefully that little distraction will not be too prohibitive on us. Off with the warlock. There we go. I would be able to not have that happen. It's a nice thing to see our Electrum coming back up, of course. As I'm thinking about it, we'll probably do that rebirth fount. Let's check what time it is. We might be able to do it. I'm not sure. Go. There we go. Come here, shaman. Like I said, I do want to make sure that I get to Diadem of Regeneration. Ooh, that's one. That one's pretty nice. Hold on to that one too. But yeah, it's not quite as sexy as I would like for a girdle of strength. I was honestly hoping to not have to die again. Oh, yeah. Wrong number. 10,892 divided by 28. 389 kills. Even right now. Of course, it'd be a little bit better if I hadn't died twice just now. That is, of course, why I want to. Part of the reason why I want to have the super equipment. I can draw one or two of them off. we might just end up stopping at that rebirth fountain there at the excuse me, at the start of the ice caverns.
What? The pedestals were empty? Are you sure? The sacred weapons have been stolen. What can this mean? The sacred weapons were kept in the cave of our ancestors for generations. They were to help us in times of dire need. I begin to fear it is not chance. The spirits, the Neanderthal, the sacred.
Well, stuff's going on, dude. My bloody exploratory OCD, guys. Don't worry about stuff now, Tree. You can always come back, explore stuff later. Seeing this stuff here kind of makes me think of the Tree Scouts going to Yellowstone and all that. We'll try this. We'll see if we can't get to the... Oh, hello. Exthetians. Definitely thinking that the loot grind is going to be useful in as far as, especially with using Ishtar as a good source of stuff. Not that Sun Tzu here won't be able to make contributions. He already has, of course. Careful as how I organize my stuff, because I don't want, of course, don't want to lose track of what I want to keep. Good idea. Let's anti-dum-dum.
I do not believe my ears. The sacred weapons missing from the temple. If they have fallen, if the Neanderthal tribe.
All peoples we trade, fair to all. Bye now.
Oh, another heroic traveler.
You know what? Take these guys. Put them back over here so as that we can use them so where I want them. So
Fear not, your goods are safe.
Good day.
dum dum. Come on. There we go.
Fortune follow you.
Got some of our stuff there back. There's the young man there. The son, who was, has his doubts about stuff. Yeah. It would be better, in my opinion, if that had, like, energy regen, or even energy regen per second. But that's just my opinion.
It's all my fault. Our sacred weapons. I was such a fool. Now the brute Neanderthals have them. There's no hope. I thought I would be a hero. That's what I thought. Take the weapons of our ancestors and decimate our enemies. Then the mountains would be safe and peaceful. But I lost them. I should have seen the ambush. I should have faced those Neanderthals and fought them to the death. There's no hope of stopping them.
There's always hope, son. There is always frickin' hope. Might seem hopeless at times, but there is always hope. Crag Alpha, you are now going to be Snow Crag dead. See? Called it. What we'll do is we'll come up here to the Rebirth Fountain here in the stuff here. Oh, bone pile. Go. Yes, just a chest. Ooh, that's negative 30% recharge. I think I'll hold on to that. Having less recharge is always good. Come on. I'm not ready for you yet, War Chief dude. Hi, Warlord, I mean. There it is. Yeah, so I think I'll keep that one. That one's nice. I'll keep the shield here. Okay. Sometimes.
You stopped them. Thank you, stranger.
I think we may have enough time to actually make the run through the ice caves here. We'll do. Let's go ahead and put down a portal back to town. What we'll do is I'm going to quickly decant myself of some of this loot.
What have you got today?
That. Recharge. Health regen is, of course, going to always... yeah. Going to be a thing for me.
Fear not, your goods are safe.
All peoples we trade, fair to all. Thank you.
One man yesterday, 12 pair. Sure you got everything.
Good day.
That one. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I do not have. Yeah, I don't want that. Oh, out of stuff I can afford.
Buy now.
I'll buy that.
I have tripled my caravan since the monsters. So long.
All right. I think we can do it. Especially if we try to put a little bit more pedal to the metal. That's why I got zapped. This area here is fairly expansive, so... off all you want there, Jin. God, I forget what volume of Ruby it is, but I know it's, I think it's like volume 5 or maybe 6, something like that, where the lamp, Relic of Knowledge, that was it, has the character of Jin in it. She is a very voluptuous spirit. And Oscar, who is the current incarnation of Ozma, says, "Don't ask about the past." And of course, Ruby asks, you know, she's permitted to ask. It's, you know, one question every 100 years, as I remember. And, yeah, the time is, or it's 3, I think it's like, no, wait, it's 3 questions every 100 years, I think it, or something like that. And, she hasn't answered all of her, whatever the allotment is in the time, that has not been met. And so Ruby, of course, asks, you know, what is Oscar, level up, what is Ozpin/Oscar hiding? And that's where, of course, we learn about a significant amount of the stuff about Salem. The overarching antagonist of, how much was that? At first I read that as 5.1 armor, and I was like, a bronze Alexandrian helm only have 5.1 armor. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Ruby asks, you know, what is Ozpin hiding from us? And I think it is actually 3 questions per century. Of course, Ozpin/Oscar's original incarnation, Ozma, was, as it's been revealed, you know, was a significant length of time ago in Remnant history, pre what is now known as history, as, you know, humans had magic. Of course, that is not currently a thing, owing to the way the gods of light and darkness did their stuff. And, oh, we need to do the stuff, do the stuff, do the stuff. Come here, dude. Thank you. Boop. Even though I technically know I don't need the intel, I'd rather have a little bit of additional intel. Of course, with the vault, we can change stuff up, so... Here we are, the Gargantuan Yeti! Hello, Mr. Yeti! Miss me, miss me. Go. The way his feet fell through the floor. Don't think we'll worry about. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Hold on to those guys. Ooh, hardy shield. Might hold on to that for stuff. Yeah, let's hold on to that for stuff. Yeah, what I think we'll do is we won't worry too much about renaming the thing. I need to process stuff into it anywho, and then I'm gonna, of course, gonna want to I do need to do a backup of my vaults. So I want to do that before I get stuff processed in and figured out and blah blah blah. For want to get all the stuff processed in before I rename. Skill suit of survival. Yeah. Duh, dude. So I'll do that off cam. That way I can make sure, get all the stuff processed in, backed up, then get it renamed. That might be another thing for me to do before I do a backup even is go to where Ishtar is and take her to the gold transmuter there in Gadir. Run her through some stuff, some cycles of collecting loot, process. See what I can find. See what loot I can find, from running, normal, epic, legendary orbies and get all that stuff done. Because, of course, not only will I get good stuff, yellow and green, but, of course, I'll get purple and blue. Don't go that way, tree. Don't be a dum-dum. Yeah, so I'm going to want to make sure to back up my stuff before I go renaming it. Sort out and back up stuff. Make sure to leave myself a note.
sky smiles on the traveler. Earth gently holds his feet. Day and night are a soft song the Great Spirit sings.
Hold on to that. I want to try to see if I might be able to get something better of version of that. Ooh. That.
Bye now.
As I said, I want to. Oh, that's right. We'll also go talk to
My son, alive. We are safe now. Thanks to you, we are safe now.
What have you got today?
Tread lightly.
Tell me what you
with
want.
speed.
I will sell it to you.
Of course, don't have enough gold. Yeah, I can probably do a little bit of grinding off cam, get myself a little bit of gold. You know, just saying wander back and forth between.
Come again.
Well, that would be a good thing. That would be a good idea. It would be coming here to the Babylon outskirts, and of course doing the farm right here, and these guys right here. This would be a good area for me to be able to go in, come in, get loot, and then, you know, just go and sell it, make some money, see what's like, oh, I'll keep this, I'll keep that, keep this other thing, keep this other thing, blah, blah, blah. You know, and sell, just, you know, make money, make myself some money. This would be a good little farming area for me to use. But, yeah, guys, like I said, with the need for me to sort loot into the system before renaming it, gonna have to take a look, see at all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I will go and do that off cam and all that. So let's go ahead here. It is raid time, so let's see here. Is there anybody we can go say hi to with a raid? A raid. Let's see here. Who can we go say hi to? I think we might need to go do a first. Oh, they just started. Okay. We're definitely going to go do what is, for me at least, going to be a first, guys. But, They did just get started. Let me get, let's see. There we go. There we go. There we go. Someone to go say hi to. I've watched her a number of times, as, of course, time permits. So, we're going to go say hi to Pumpkin over at twitch.tv/pumpkinpotion. Go and select the trio has arrived to bring you Shade and Waters, our standard recall. Please wait for me to post first. I want a nice strong raid behind me. Pumpkin is a very interesting, very hands-on sort of streamer. She is a 1930s cartoon character. So and she is a very intelligent gal. She's got quite a few little bit of interesting words to say. So I'm gonna go say hi to her. First time rating her, of course. So, if you're watching here on Twitch at twitch.tv/OsageOrange, please go ahead and remember to hit that follow button. If you're watching over on the YouTubes at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming, please remember to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications. It really does help. Saturday, another episode of City Building Saturdays in Pharaoh Cleopatra. Sunday, hopefully, we will have a episode of Midwestern Minecraft. Doing some mining, of course. Then next Monday, we will be heading off back into our usual month of February Minecraft stuff, doing Midwestern Minecraft. So let's go ahead here. Oh, well, guess what? Pumpkin doesn't allow raiders right now. That is a thing. Well, let's see here. Who can we go say hi to? Did him recently or that? Well, let's see here. He hasn't been live for too long. All right, we have alternate thing. Hopefully we have alternate thing. So Calico Slim, same thing, same message. Go ahead and get him up before you get. Let's see, do that. All right. Oh, yeah. Almost typoed there. So let's go ahead here, guys. There we go. We can go say hi to Calico. So, I do appreciate everybody who has come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.